After the devastating invasions by Timur and subsequent enfeeblement of the Kingdom of Georgia, it soon faced a new threat. Timur's death in 1405 marked the beginning of the end of his empire, unified only by fear and blood of the subjected peoples. Turkmens, particularly the Karakoyunlu clan, were among the first to rebel against Shahrukh, who ruled most of the Persia and Mauryanna. Kara Yusuf, ruler of the Karakoyunlu, defeated Shahrukh, captured Baghdad, and repulsed Timurids from western Persia. After they established themselves as the new leading power in the Middle East, they took advantage of the temporary weakness of Georgians and launched attacks against them, apparently in which George VII of Georgia was killed. Constantine I of Georgia, fearing further encroachment, allied himself with the Shirvanshah Ibrahimite to counter Turkmen advance and engaged them in the Battle of Kalagan, in which he was defeated and taken captive. In captivity, Constantine behaved very proudly, which infuriated Kara Yusuf to such an extent that he ordered his half-brother David's and 300 Georgian nobles execution. Alexander I of Georgia, who sought to strengthen and restore his declining kingdom, faced constant invasions by the tribal Turkmens. They sacked Akultsika, city of the vital regional importance, in 1416, in response of suggested oppression of Muslims. Alexander reconquered Lori from the Turkmens in 1431, which was of great importance in securing of the Georgian borders. Around 1434, Alexander encouraged the Armenian prince Beshkan II Orbelian to attack the Karakoyunlu clansmen in Siunia and, for his victory, granted him Lori under terms of vassalage. In 1440, Alexander refused to pay tribute to Jahanshah of the Karakoyunlu. In March, Jahanshah surged into Georgia with 20,000 troops, destroyed the city of Samshvilda and sacked the capital city Tbilisi. He massacred thousands of Christians, put heavy indemnity on Georgia, and returned to Tabriz. He also mounted a second military expedition against Georgia in 1444. His forces met those of Alexander's successor, King Baktang IV at Akultsika, but the fighting was inconclusive and Jahanshah returned to Tabriz once more. Karakoyunlu tribal confederation was destroyed by Koyunlu, their kin tribesmen, who formed another confederation, which was similar in many ways to its predecessor. Koyunlu Turkmens naturally took advantage of the Georgian fragmentation. Georgia was at least twice attacked by Uzun Hasan, the prince of the Koyunlu, in 1466, 1472 and possibly 1476–7. Bagrat I of Georgia, temporary ruler of most of Georgia at the time, had to make peace with the invaders, abandoning Tbilisi to the enemy. It was only after Uzun Hasan's death when the Georgians were able to recover their capital. In the winter of 1488, the Koyunlu Turkmens led by Halil Bey attacked Georgia's capital Tbilisi, and took the city after a long-lasted siege in February 1489. Alexander II of Emerita, another pretender to the throne, took advantage of the Koyunlu Turkmen invasion of Kartli, and seized control of Emerita. Occupation of the capital did not last long and Constantine II of Georgia was able to repel them, but it was still costly to Georgians. Ismail I, founder of the Safavid dynasty, formed an alliance with the Georgians in 1502 and decisively defeated Koyunlu in the same year, destroying their state and marking the end of their invasions.